Hello, everyone. It's your boy, Brandon from Audio Addiction, and we have Therese back in the building with us, and a special guest, Sierra from With Sales Ahead. Woo! Super stoked to have Sierra on. Sierra, how you doing? And Therese, how are you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
I know we already did our introduction, so I feel like prior to this, so I'm just trying to do it for everyone here. But I'm excited.
Well, I'll ask you, Sierra, what kind of K-pop have you listened to before? Because you have listened to some, right?
Some, yes.
So
Crack those heads.
I became like a K-pop fan not that long ago. It was early last year. This all started when I was fired from my job, and I basically I listened to this band Counterparts, and
Hey.
he loves Twice.
Brendan.
The vocalist Brendan loves Twice. I was like, let me see what this is about. So I feel like the conditions were right for me to just fall down the rabbit hole, and I just finally I got it. I understood.
The conditions were right.
The conditions were right, yeah.
Twice picked me up from a very low point, and I'm also a bunny. I'm Midzy and Stay, but like those are like my four like core groups that I really love. There's others. I mean, there's so many amazing groups and artists. But
for the people that might not know, it's New Jeans, ITZY, Stray Kids, any others that you probably didn't mention.
yeah. So yeah, that's I started with Twice, and then basically like got engrossed in like JYP, and then like obviously like New Jeans debuted like later last year, and I like really fell in love with them. And since then I found a lot more groups that I love, but those four are the ones I like really like hold on to the most, especially Twice.
Oh,
all it takes is a little time, and anyone can get into K-pop. Anyone can fall in that hole. I say an idle mind leads to an idle mind. Get it?
oh, I like that.
That's good.
I like that. I like that. That's a flex.
Well, we know Brandon doesn't know any K-pop, even though he's been listening to lots of K-pop in the past year.
I have. It showed up on the Spotify
but only
Wrapped,
through,
so
only through Alex's recommendations and also mine as of
Therese,
late.
yeah. Of course, yeah.
I know a lot of K-pop. I've been listening to K-pop for at least 5 years. I started with like BTS, The Rose, and then also Stray Kids and Day6 and a few others. So I'm just here to be like, look at these cool music videos I watched this week, and sort of guide people through the deep dive that happens when you're unemployed, or when you go through a bad breakup, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, absolutely. That's sick.
I feel the same way. I feel like Sierra and I are in the same loop, because I also jumped into K-pop through Twice as well. So I am now a Twice stan. I have a little like poster thing in my room now, and I just picked up the newest album on vinyl. So your boy is a Twice fan now, so I'm excited to get more. And then obviously some of the other ones that Sierra mentioned, we've talked about ITZY, I've talked about New Jeans on the show a ton, and then we've gone through like Stray Kids, we did GOT7, we have a ton of other groups we're going through, but it's exciting. So glad to have Sierra on. You may see her as a reoccurring cast member here eventually whenever she wants to come back on. She's more than welcome. The door is open. But tonight we're going to be jumping into Billlie, and I don't know if Therese, do you know much about Billlie? Because I obviously don't, and I don't know if Sierra does, so I don't want to speak for her.
Yeah. I actually did the deep dive thing where I was like, I don't know that much about Billlie. I've listened to Billlie on Spotify. I've listened to all their albums. I think they're incredible. But I had never done the like, well, how many members are in the group? How did they form stuff? So I did that research just like yesterday.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
So Billlie and it's Billlie with 3 L's. That's how you find them. Yes, not Billie Eilish. Very confusing because it's
Fair
just
enough.
an L away. But yeah, they are a very heavily lore-based K-pop group. They have their own lore. They were it was like a bunch of trainees under a company called Mystic Story, which is not a big company. They also have the band Lucy. I can't think off the top of my head who else they have, but they are another girl group with really interesting music. And I included one of their lore videos, mostly because it had English subtitles. The second one I looked into didn't have them, so I was like, I don't know how useful this will be. But so we'll watch their trailer lore. This was actually a pre-debut sort of teaser video that we're about to watch, where it was just showcasing the members that they've chosen for this group. Originally, there were 6. You'll see in the first song that they ended up going with 7 members. There was another member that joined after Girls Planet 999, which was a huge competition show for a bunch of girls to join Kepler. So we'll get into them as well.
We'll be jumping into Kepler soon, hopefully. Just to get a couple comments, Gondo says, hello, Gondo. And then they also said Mystic Story is a subsidiary of SM, if anyone wants to know. So there we go. So some good info. But
I don't think I knew that.
I just
look at the first group or the first company, and
first company. You're good. Yeah. All right. Well, this first one is a dance cover of Ash Nico's Slumber Party. So I feel like we should get into this one and see what's good. So.
I'm not shy, I'll say it. I've been thinking about you, baby. I'm a little faded. You look like Renaissance paintings. Big doe eyes, amazing. She's everything I've been praying. My heart palpitation. She looks like the type to break it.
It's getting hot in here. I'm the Nelly in the party with some rocks for ears. I'm a slave for you, baby, Miss Britney Spears. I'm a Clover, she a Taurus, bring it on for cheers. And I'm sexy like Christina when I dip below. Not an H-Town girl, but I rodeo. Yippee, yippee, Kaye, welcome to the show. It's an all-girl party, clothing optional.
Me and your girlfriend playing dress up at my house. I gave your girlfriend some kisses on my couch. She cute, kawaii on her body, that excites me. I think she really likes me. As politely can I? Slumber party. Slumber party. Slumber party. Slumber party.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm shy.
Why did they pair specifically 2 of them together? Interesting.
I wonder, yeah.
If someone knows, let us know. All right. Well, that was a cool intro. We often don't get that type of stuff, so it's nice to see them like played out in that way. I feel like obviously I love their choreo on this. This was really sick. I often talk about that a lot here when we do these K-pop deep dive stuff. So, but yeah, they crushed it. I thought that was really fun. Wasn't obviously much to go off of song wise. It's
right.
Someone else's song.
If you haven't already listened to Ash Nico, I was just diving into that discography earlier. But yeah, I think it's obvious, of course, that they're going for performance heavy group. And I thought this particular dance cover, because they have other ones where they're not masked and it's more broken up into units of dancers. But I think this one kind of gives a good lead in to the kind of sound that they're looking for.
Okay. What do you think about it, Sierra?
I thought it was really interesting. So I guess they're like a mature concept group, like more of that like club dance music stuff. Like I thought it was cool. Like, and even if they're not, like, I think it was a really great way to show off their dancing abilities. I thought that was really cool. Very interesting choreography for sure.
Yeah. Shout out to JJ Choreography.
Yeah, shout outs to JJ. And then Gondo says, I'm sure everyone will be able to tell them apart now that you've seen their names with them in mask. Probably not. We'll still need help, so feel free to, give us the answers we need here.
Yeah.
But
can confirm I only know like 2 members, so
I know none of
anyone. That's what the chat is really great for.
Yeah, like you're getting to know a new group, like memorizing who is who.
That is my struggle every week. So
everyone in chat we have to be like, oh my god, who was that? And then chat will delay respond and be like, that was.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to go back and be like, this is who it is. So we're gonna. I always try to find that I do have a bias normally by the end of the video. So I'm probably sure I'm gonna have one by the time this is over with. But this next one is this the like pre-dialogue sort of stuff?
Yeah, this is a short film sort of. Their whole album series is like the Village of Perception, or I think that's what it's called. And I don't know what it means, so I'm curious to find out with you guys here.
Yeah, I've
never looked into their lore.
A little lore action. Edurus 76 says, I love you're checking them out. They're incredibly talented. So we're gonna find out. We got the dance part. We got a little lore. So we're gonna get into the juicy bits in a few moments here. So let's get into this like pre-dialogue, I guess. I just want to know why they're Billlie with 3 L's.
Well, in this one, there's an 11.
Oh. Are you kidding me? You've never heard of Billlie? You've never heard of 11?
What is 11?
It's a story since your grandmother's grandmother.
Really?
Really.
Scary, sad, sexy, and close story. It was the 11th day when summer was coming to an end. A story about a fearsome intruder. Do you want to hear it? The secret of a fearsome intruder. It appears and takes one of us to the other
don't go in the
side
house.
of the world. When the bell rings 11 times.
They said scary.
This is not good.
Me? Is she Billlie?
여름이 끝난 어느 평범한 날이었어. 다른 날과 다를 게 하나도 없는. 조금 다른 게 있었다면 10일의 날이었다는 거. 그것 말고는 모든 게 그대로였어. 햇살은 따뜻하고 바람은 투명하고 조금은 무료하면서 조금은 쓸쓸한. 여름이 끝나는 게 조금 아쉬운 그저 평범한 그런 날이었어. 어제처럼 웃었고 어제처럼 외롭기도 하면서 마음 한편으로는 기다리는 거야. 어떤 일이 일어나기를. 이대로도 괜찮지만.
Wow, is this Billie's house?
Maybe. 그런데 그날 그 사람이 나타난 거야. 보랏빛의 메시지와 함께. 크고 검고 이상한 무엇. 우리 중 누군가를 데려갈지도 모를 가장 안전하고 가장 위험한 모습을 한 사랑이 없는 사람. 그리고 11번의 종이 울렸어.
Shouldn't have gone in the house.
This is like K-pop meets A24.
Pretty much, yeah. I have so many questions.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So many questions.
Ari asked her.
Like... Yeah. Please tell us what's going on here. Oh my god. All right. Well, if someone in the chat wants to tell us what's going on, then that'd be great. Because I don't know what's up, but that shit looked like, especially that like nun lady that was just like, she just showed up and was just hanging out. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, was she the monster they were talking about, or is there
very
a separate
bold
monster?
Of them
Very
make
bold.
A religious allegory like
Yeah.
that. That's very interesting.
Yeah,
I've
is.
never seen something like this in K-pop. I mean, like groups will tease projects with like lore and like cryptic trailers and stuff. But this is really interesting. Sorry to just quick anecdote about my band, but I like to build lore around our stuff too, because I feel like it builds intrigue and like another layer of depth to the art that maybe would not have been there if like it was you just put the song out.
Sure.
Like
yeah.
there's more for people to grip onto. So I really appreciate that content.
Yeah, you can check out their new song. It's great.
I have checked it out. What's it called again?
Darting Eyes.
Darting Eyes, yes.
Yeah, go give it some
very
love.
Cool stuff. Yeah, if you guys like more maximalist music, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna get a lot of that tonight.
We are going to.
Yeah, so there's a lot of K-pop groups nowadays that have deep lore, even just like hints of lore. Like we did ATEEZ recently, and they're pirates through and through. So like there's a talking parrot in their music video, or they're on a ship at some point, or they're making a ship with their choreography.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So I like being able to have that distinction, especially when you go to K-pop concerts and everyone's dressed as pirates. It's really fun.
Oh, that's sick. Okay.
But with more nuanced storylines such as what we're looking at, it kind of just seems like a haunted house, childhood haunted house sort of story. Just off of this one video, but I know they have multiple videos that we unfortunately won't get to because we want to focus on the music this time.
Yeah.
But
I'd love to.
I love having lore associated with music. I love storytelling. I'm a storyteller that's by trade, so this is really cool.
It. You have to love it by trade and by your purpose. Yeah, I got you. Gondo says, I don't know much about the lore, but the gist of it is there was this girl named Billlie that went missing, and then just kind of confirmed that's also all that they know. Crusoe said, nuns are always scary. Agreed. I don't know why, but it's always a trope. Ed Deru's 76 said, something that you guys have to keep in mind is that is a girl called Billlie who went missing, and that is especially important to their debut song. Would be cool if you check out the lyrics to Ring X Ring as well. So maybe I don't know if that's on the list, but we'll check it.
That's the debut track. So
okay. Well, it is the next one. Let's go into the next one, guys. We'll find out.
All right. Oh, no lyrics available. Okay.
Oh no. All right. Well.
Shit.
Well.
At some point.
We'll figure it out.
Maybe I'll bring it up in a separate window and I'll listen along.
Ooh.
I'm reading the lyrics. This is crazy.
You'll have to share with the class.
Wow.
Oh, we have a little lore.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
like,
Very interesting.
the Ashniko cover makes so much more sense now.
Yeah.
I've never heard, at least I don't remember like hearing production like that for any other group. Very like dark fairy core.
I feel like if you like that, I was gonna go ahead, Therese. Sorry.
I feel like we were gonna say the same thing, but if you like the spooky, like crazy production,
Pixie?
we just did. I was gonna say Red Velvet.
Red Velvet too. Pixie,
Yeah,
Red Velvet.
Pixie
those
and
are
Red
great.
Velvet. Yeah.
Love
But
Red Velvet.
wow. So yeah, just to catch you up on what I was reading, at the very beginning, the lyrics are, "They say there's no marks. Is she dead? No one knows. Can we talk? Not anymore." Not anymore. So I think it's apparent that they found Billlie. They found her too late.
Wow.
Or they found her, she was dying, and they went to go get help, and they came back and she was gone. That's what I'm getting from the lyrics. And then a lot of what they were talking about in the trailer of like there's a bell ringing because it took a soul, I guess, the nun or the monster. So
that's so metal.
I love
Isn't
it.
it? That's
yeah,
crazy.
that's kind of hard as fuck. I like it.
Right?
I respect the vision. Yeah.
Yeah. But what did you guys think of the song?
I enjoyed it a lot. Like I like high energy stuff, so like, that already was great. But I thought the vocals are really impressive, and the melodies are really creative too.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I don't know if you picked up on it, guys, but I enjoyed in the chorus where I think they went like, especially with like the vocals, you could hear it go more in an ascending riff, and then on the latter half of the chorus, they went into a descending riff. like vocal riff, and I thought that was very interesting. I didn't like.
And then they would like ramp it up with the
ramp it up,
electronic noise, and I'd be like, "Oh, we're getting into another one."
It was kind of nuts. I thought it was very like, again, the best word I probably could use to describe it is very whimsical. Like it has this very kind of like fairy like fairy book kind of sound to it, but like more in like a darker tone. I guess I could kind of relate it more towards like a Red Velvet or like a Pixies sort of vibe, which those are both groups I love. So I feel like for me that's well my wheelhouse already. I did think the like synths was very interesting as well. Like I think their choice of like instrumentation was very odd, but I think it works with their kind of like unique brand of music that they have. So I think it works well the way that they were able to like layer all the vocals. I know I say this every time in every video we've done, but like I think there's just an ingenious way that like K-pop producers know how to arrange vocal melodies so well or so intricately. So I gotta say that was really impressive about this song, and I think this one will grow on me. I feel like I'm kind of like middle of the road. I don't dislike it, but I think there's more to come, certainly. So I want to be a little bit more even keel, because normally whenever I say I'm like, this is my favorite song, and then like the next song comes along, I'm like, no, this is actually my favorite song. So I'm gonna keep the baseline a flat scale. We're starting off with a good one, so that's all it is. As I'm gonna try something different tonight, Therese.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so we got some of the comments are mentioning this, but this was a very divisive song when it dropped. And a lot of people were on the lookout for this group. So a lot of people checked it out. And you either loved the song or you hated the song. Like, there were no Brandons in the mix.
Okay, that's true.
What year? So when did they debut? Like,
I believe it was late 2020.
So they're a recent group.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Let me double check. Debuted November 2021, actually.
Oh, wow. So even more recent. Wow.
Okay. So they've been around for a minute.
Yeah, but they're not super well known, at least internationally. And when people found this song, that was kind of the end. Like, they didn't want to listen anymore. And when other people found the song, they're like, now I want to keep an eye out. But the whole thing was like, it's happened a lot where like K-pop groups will release very controversial debut songs and people talk it up or either like talk it down, but either way they're talking about it.
Yeah.
And it brings them into more popularity just because of how controversial the song is. This was one of those, I believe. I thought this song was incredible the first time I heard it. I was like, this is everything that I wanted in K-pop. I love the crazy song production. I love very crisp song production where you can hear every single instrument or synth. And this was definitely that for me. I'm also a huge like fan of using the hey in the background as like a beat. That's actually my text tone. I just love it so much. Yeah. And so when I'm listening to K-pop and someone texts me, it'll just like pop up in the song and it'll like match the song because it's K-pop.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
So I was very big onto this song specifically, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna check out the entire album. And it's kind of weird because the entire album isn't this disjointed. It's very much just the title track. And I did add, I think the next one, I didn't add a B-side from this album, but I would recommend checking it out. I think my favorite was Flipping a Coin.
Okay.
Which might have been their other like performance song that they went to music shows with. So
cool. Edgaroo says this song was divisive when it dropped, but was generally loved within the fandom. Probably my favorite title track from them. This song feels dark and emotional at the same time. Such a unique debut. And then Gano says this song gave me a headache the first time I heard it, and it grew on me. And then Edgaroo's followed up and said it was late 2021 actually. So appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm holding out. I think I want to give a fair shake to all the songs, so I'm gonna play it out like that. And then Gondo also said I I personally think I found my bias, which is a rapper, which is a common trope of these videos, is that I like the rappers, but I'm gonna give it a little more time. So not gonna say that.
Yeah, Gondo's getting into it now, but the next one is Gingham Minga Yo, and it was their second title track with their second album.
Okay.
They had other releases between this. I think there was a winter release that I didn't add, but definitely if you like the rest of their songs, go check out that one. And this was kind of the song that really lifted off in popularity, mostly because there was a viral fan cam of one of the members. So you can guess which one it is based on this. I did add do you not know what viral fan cams are, Brandon?
I don't know.
Okay. So
I don't know shit. I told you, I know nothing, okay?
Okay, so usually
I literally said this.
We've talked about music shows. We've talked about music shows, right? Where they go on stage to perform every week to promote their songs.
Yes, okay.
So usually either the company or fans at the show will upload a focus cam where it's just following one member the entire song. And that's a fan cam.
Okay.
And then there was one member in particular. I'm wondering who you'll think it is based on this performance version of the music video.
I'm gonna do it for With Sales Ahead now. I'm gonna go to their shows and do a fan cam.
Yeah, you should.
I'll just get up in someone's face mid set and just have my camera up and completely block someone's viewpoint of a show. Yeah. Oh my god, that'd be terrible. They would hate the fuck out of me. They wouldn't understand it, and I'd be like, "You don't understand. This is a fan cam. You guys don't understand."
You gotta I don't know if you guys have any choreo in your bands, but you gotta really follow around.
Sierra moves.
I do like you for the first song in our set.
Oh wow, okay.
Verse. Yeah. And then I kind of made one up for one of our upcoming singles. We're gonna see how it goes.
Oh yes, let's go.
Drop the TikTok challenge.
Hey, let's go. Pull up. Yeah. All right.
But yes, they added a member with this song, so you'll notice Xion, Kim Soo-yeon. She'll get a lot of screen time, although this is the performance music video. I don't know. Okay. There's another member.
Mondo said in chat, she joined the group for their live performance during the music show promotions. The company asked the members if she could join. They all said yes. Oh, that's
that's so cute. I love that. All right. Well, this is Assign Anonymous, I think. So let's get into it.
Oh no, this is Gingham Minga.
Oh, is this?
You accidentally skipped Gingham Minga.
What the fuck? All right, let me go back then.
Okay. This one.
Sorry. I got ahead of myself. Ooh. Ooh. All right, that was Ginga Minga Yo. There we go. I have to guess who the fan cam is.
Yeah, guess who the star pupil was.
I think it's the middle to the right, the first one. The first one.
The
on the
orange dress.
In the orange dress, yeah.
Okay.
Am I wrong? I feel like I'm wrong.
You're correct.
Okay, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the part where where she got like really up front. I was like, yeah, that kind of makes it. Yeah.
the Suki fan cam. It was mostly like when they're doing all of these like intricate, very tight dance movements. She has her face going the whole time. Like, it is so funny. It is like, it's truly like face dancing while she's dancing, and it's mesmerizing. Her eyes are just mesmerizing.
Shout out to Suki. I love that.
I just messaged Alex. I was like, send the Suki fan cam because I'm sure you'll see it and you'll understand.
I also want to pride myself. I didn't look at chat, so I didn't even know. Nice. I was just like, let me just guess off of sheer. Like,
I mean, you wouldn't have known who Suki is, even. I
wouldn't have known who Suki was, but anyway. But I guessed. Well, yeah. That's right. That's what matters. Well, I guess I'll start off and talk about what I thought about the song. I enjoyed this one a lot. This one is catchy as fuck. I like the main melody that comes in is just like super tight. The chorus is really fun and like bubbly in a really unique way. That Ginga Minga Yo is gonna be stuck in my head now for all of eternity. So I'm gonna be sleeping and I'm just gonna be saying Ginga Minga Yo while I sleep. So yeah, this was great. And also, you know, again, to point out my biases, the raps on point. I love the rapping. I believe one of the rappers is Moon Suya, so shout outs. She was great. So that's my takeaways. I enjoyed this one a lot. This was a good one.
I liked the other single a little bit more.
Okay.
This one, like, the first verse wasn't doing it for me, but the chorus is definitely very infectious. The bridge I thought was really impressive, like paired with the choreography. Like it got like really like the choreography got really tough, like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I really loved that. Overall, like Therese mentioned, like the hand movements, like everything was very like sharp, and it like them like committing to that level of detail like made you like grabbed my full undivided attention. Like, this is a really good music video.
That's kind of why I opted for the performance version over their typical like story-based music video. But
right.
It's a good choice.
Yeah.
Therese, what's your thoughts on the song?
I like this song. I think I'm with you. I kind of like Ring X Spring more. I thought it did a lot more interesting things in the K-pop sphere. This one is definitely leaning more towards regular K-pop.
Yep.
You know, like high energy. I think what you said was infectious. It's so infectious.
Yeah.
It's still very whimsical, lots of themes of whimsy. And you'll notice that they'll take a lot of like specific melodies from like children's songs. And I did not know this until I was looking it up. This one is Old MacDonald Had a Farm.
What?
Yeah. I can hear it. Ginga, that checks out. So, oh fuck. Oh God.
Yeah. I was listening. I went back and I was watching your Kiss of Life deep dive. And I had not, I love Shish, but I didn't go listen to the solo releases. And one of them did Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Yeah. That made me so mad. I'm like, I would rather y'all roll the dice, come up with a melody, and like have it accidentally be like another like pop song, like whoops. Over
like on accident, yeah.
Over like a sports song. I don't look. I guess like maybe the reason why they do it is because it's less of a gamble with copyright law. Because maybe that song is in the public domain, and no one can say boo about anything.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
On a song that's like, there's like no one can collect a royalty off of that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know if it's that. I would say it's more of a mental strategy to get you to think, oh, I like this song because I feel like I've heard it before.
Yeah. It's a draw.
In Billie's case, I see a different side where they're actually telling a story. They're actually going about it like this is a children's story. So it makes sense to add like a spooky,
like
little,
a nursery rhyme kind of feel.
Yeah. It's similar to when horror movies have these like, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but played really slow and off tune. It's a little bit unsettling. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a really specific creative choice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is kind of crazy.
I think that's the case. Unless I'm giving them too much credit, but I think that's
I think it's totally possible.
I would agree with Sierra. I think it's totally possible. Which is like, I don't think I put that together before Therese said like, yeah, this is Old MacDonald Had a Farm, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, that's it. That is it.
Yeah. I'm so sorry for everyone.
Now I'm gonna pick it out.
Perception is ruined.
Now in every future Billlie song, now I'm gonna be like, is this a nursery rhyme or, now I'm gonna have to go through nursery rhyme songs in my head now and try to figure out which one's next.
We gotta get out the Coco Melon.
No, please, let's not do that. That's not a good idea. Edaru says Suki indeed became crazy viral because of the fan cam. Gondo says that they enjoyed the song a lot. They love the song. Suki's facial expressions are also insane. We'll recommend the fan cam. So I think that's something we will watch eventually. And then Edaru says the chorus always felt a little too nursery rhyme for me, but it is a good song. Their most popular one as well. Okay, well, that would certainly make sense. I also like how they named it Ginga Minga Yo. I'm not gonna forget that now. So
yeah, it's a very I don't know if it means something in Korean or if it's just like some strange sounds put together, but it's very catchy.
It is very catchy. Well, we'll move on to the one that we were playing earlier and then I fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Now we're here.
So this is a B-side off of the album that has Ginga Minga Yo. It's my favorite Billlie song, my favorite non-title track Billlie song. And it's a lot different. It's very different from what you've heard from them so far, but it's also a dance practice for White Day, I think. So, yeah.
And then Gondo did confirm it means nothing. It doesn't mean anything. It's just nonsense. Okay, cool. There we go. Love it.
Good.
All right. Assign Anonymous. Let's jump into that one.
I think this is Hogwarts student.
Yeah, I think dressed up as
so cute.
Harry Potter.
I already love this.
Oh, that's cool. Aw. That's so cute. All right.
I loved that. The song. So like that felt like a mix of like New Jack Swing and city pop.
Yeah.
And that pulled me in like instantly. The vocals, like I love the melodies. That's definitely like that song is definitely like more up like my take, like my alley. I think. That was really cool.
The melody choice was sick. That that like kind of like great swing to it. Oh man, it was great. I think this one, I agree with Sierra. I think this one is way up my alley. Anytime we've done like the more velvet side of Red Velvet, I've kind of found more of a kin with that sort of stuff.
That's such a good way to put it. The velvet side of Red Velvet, yeah.
Yeah, like
I love that.
I think for me it's like that's what I really enjoyed about this song. So I would say this one is probably the best one we've heard so far, at least in my personal preferences.
Same.
So I'm gonna I'll have to give it more of a listen because it was a little bit. I feel like obviously I appreciated the performative
there was some
aspect of
atmospheric
it, but there was definitely some atmospheric like stuff there going on there. So I think if I was able to hear like more of the studio version of it, I almost am sure I would love it. But it was just so nice seeing like they were just smiling, having a good time. Like the choreo is really tight. So yeah, I would say this one's probably my top one at the current moment. What's going on, Alex? You missed a couple songs.
Ginga Minga Yo.
Ginga Minga Yo. Yeah.
And the lore. You missed the lore.
The lore.
I know he'll be real upset about that.
How dare you?
Also, the vocal performance felt, I don't know if anyone else like felt the same way, but I thought that the vocal performance sounded different. Like the way they sang, like their like line delivery and stuff. It's like Ring X Ring and like Ginga Minga Yo, like it's a little more fast paced, like it's a little more like bitey and like in your face. And this felt like they could really like lean into like the vocal melodies. Like I guess because it was a little more of a chill song. But I really appreciated like hearing that side of them.
I understand what you're talking about because in Ginga Minga Yo, it is a very different like composition. So it might require a little more like nasally vocals. Whereas this one is very much like more chill, more city poppy. So it's a lot more open to more vocals that way. But I think I'm noticing a new member. Because I know Suki, I know Xion. Oh my gosh, I already Xion. And I really liked one of the vocalists in the chorus, and I'm looking through like a lyrical breakdown, and I'm pretty sure it's Haram.
Oh,
her vocals. It's one of the more mature vocals that you hear. That's a little more, I guess, rock heavy or. I don't know how else to describe it. You're a vocalist. You know more.
That sounds apt. Like yeah, I noticed that too. Like, you know, there is, I like the vocalists. I feel like had more of a chance to shine on this, and like you can really kind of hear everyone's like vocal personalities better. In this,
I would agree.
And you can hear that like who has the more mature voice, who has the more like bright, like you know, like babyish. That's a terrible word to with, but like, you know, like everyone
younger sound. Yeah. I got you.
Who's the leader in this? Is it Suki? Suki gives me leader vibes.
Suki does.
I don't know.
We need to know.
Leader of Billlie.
I'll get into some comments here. Gonda says the vocalists of the group are great, but the other songs didn't show it off as well. Ed Therese says Billlie has incredible vocalists. You can tell they are from an SM subsidiary. Haram and Suyeon are the main vocalists. Haram is a fantastic vocalist, so makes sense. And then Gondo followed that up and said that she's also great. I think she stands out more in upcoming songs. And then Ed Therese backed that up as well and said you'll notice Haram more in upcoming songs. And then Gondo says Moon Sua is the leader. I thought, not sure if they have an official leader or not. So
okay,
yeah, I tried looking it up, and a lot of things are saying not official leader, but Moonsua is the oldest, so leader by default.
Alex said he sent the robot Suki fan cam.
Thank goodness.
Are we tacking that on to the end?
Oh, yeah, we totally could.
I guess we might as well. Yeah.
Just by that thumbnail, you should know.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay.
But yeah. And then, fun fact about Moonsua, she also has a brother that's in K-pop. He's in the boy group Astro.
Oh.
He
very nice.
Was previously.
Oh, okay. Yikes.
Well, it's a very sad story. I won't get into it here, but yeah.
Damn.
We can move on to the next song.
All right. The next one is Ring My Bell, which is very interesting.
Another title track, yeah.
All right. Let's get into it.
Who's gonna die this time?
Oh. Hopefully no one.
All right.
Actually, maybe not. I might have spoke too soon. Oh no.
Ooh, cat.
Oh. Okay.
Chapter 2. 너무도 멀어 보였던 것도 착한 거지. 빙글빙글 이대로 나가실 뻔했지. 날 깨워 흔들어서 깨워준 거지. 링링 다시 울려 링링 울려. 새로 만든 세상 속삭여 아름답지. I like it I like it. 밝게 우렸던 순간에 인사해 또 다른 여신. Just ring my bell. 필요할 때 불러 ring 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 my bell. 이건 둘의 비밀 지키 울린 소리에 번쩍 눈 뜰 때 두 번째 기회. Ring my bell 또 짜릿할 것 같아. 확 터질 것만 같아. 아니면 더 자신있게 가졌어. 머리부터 발끝까지 나다운 게 맘에 들지. 이게 나 새로 만든 세상 속 공기 향기롭지. I like it 더 짜릿한 것들을 마주해 또 다른 여신. Just ring my bell. 필요할 때 불러 ring 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 my bell. 이건 둘의 비밀 지키 울린 소리에 번쩍 눈 뜰 때 모두 다 빌리. Ring my bell 더 짜릿할 것 같아. 확 터질 것만 같아. 아니면 너의 상태. 모든 걸 reset. This time is ticking. 넘어서야 해.
Oh, okay.
날 찾아내. 스스로 택해. What a wonderful world. 난 나를 믿어. Ring my bell. 너무 기다렸어. Ring my bell. 세상 모든 나를 만나. What a wonderful 소리에 번쩍 눈 뜰 때 모두 다 빌리. 더 짜릿할 것 같아. 또 한 번 리셋해.
Dang.
Wow. All right.
That was awesome.
That was really
That
sick.
guitar solo. Oh my god.
Sorry, Therese, did you say this was another title track?
Yes.
Is it the title? Okay.
What year was this?
This came out
1 year ago. Okay.
Shit. All right. Well, sorry. I got out.
Yeah. Cool.
This came out August 31st of last year, 2022.
Okay. I know it's common for idol groups to change concepts like with every release, but this feels like, I guess it doesn't feel like a huge pivot when you think about it. It kind of like, even like Ring X Ring, like it may not be rock, but it still has that same attitude as like
I agree.
the release. Like that steez is there. But like it's interesting that like, you know, they've bounced around like to like so many different like musical styles, but it can do it all well.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, I think Alex in the chat said, I love Xion with this concept. Agreed. She was the one with the bleached bangs, and
I was vibing with her.
Yeah. She had the vocals, she had the look, she had the attitude. Yeah. I was all in. I was like, yeah, I get it.
Whoever's hitting the power notes closer to that end in that last chorus, woo! They sent me. I love it.
Yeah, I wonder. I did notice also Gondo asked or answered my question, and I didn't even ask it. That's Haram on the chorus, and I was like, oh, immediately, like I like this vocalist. So
I agree. Yeah. Man, this was interesting. I agree with Sierra that there is kind of like, I feel like they've always kind of been that like more alt, like they've always kind of been in that like alt sort of side of things. So it was very interesting to kind of get that sort of thought process on their music, but I think that they fully dived into doing more of the like rock / like metal concept a little bit, or like even hard rock, I would say. So I think they did a great job, especially that last chorus. I think that's what really kind of like, not that I felt like the rest of the song wasn't good, but I think once you got about halfway through the song, that's when like I felt like the gears started to turn in my head, and I was like, okay, I'm liking this. Like the drums started kicking, the guitars started to pick up, bass started to pick up, and I was like, okay, I can see this. And then once they got to that like last chorus and like bridge part, I was like, this is it. They hit me. They got me. So that I would say that's my takeaway.
Yeah, I agree. The guitar really got me hype. I don't remember hearing it the first time that I listened to this, because I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize the song was this long. And it really got.
Oh, wow. That moves for 4 minutes. That moves really like the progression. Like I didn't feel like. It
probably stops about 4 minutes, probably a little under 4 minutes.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
The rest is going through the names. Yeah.
But it had a lot to it. Like there was a lot of substance. I don't know if I'd say this was my favorite song by them, mostly because I also listened to the B-sides. I liked the B-sides a lot more on this album. And yeah, there was something about the chorus that felt a little stale. I think it was just the melody of like, ring my bell. It's like something I've heard before, but I don't think it's bad. I think it's still a great song.
If you tell me this is a nursery ride, Therese, I'm gonna punch myself.
Oh my God! Wait, which nursery ride?
No, I don't. No. If there's a chat, if you tell me this is a nursery rhyme of some sort, I'm gonna freak out. I'm not even joking. This better not be. I'm just saying. Doesn't sound like one.
I like the nursery rhymes.
Listen, I'm not saying I'm for or against the nursery rhymes. I'm just saying if this is somehow a nursery rhyme and I didn't know it, I'm going to be so pissed off. Because then I'm not going to be able to unhear it.
That's true.
Oh my God. All right. Sierra, what was your thoughts on the song? Did you already give them?
Oh, I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah. I get what you're saying, Therese. Like the chorus, it does feels like, I mean, and this is like just my personal take. The chorus, I wish like the melody did have like a little more pizzazz, but like
agreed.
The whole song in general is stellar, and I just as a whole, it's a pretty like great track, and I enjoyed it a lot.
I like they got into it. Yeah. They were really getting into it. Like the hair flips, the like everything about it gave me that like rock star energy, and I was about that. That like I feel like that concept is kind of explored a little bit through like K-pop music, but I feel like this one was a little bit more deliberative in terms of like they're like, we're trying to give you the like rock star energy, like the way that the music video shot feels very like music video-esque, you know, and that I obviously know this is a music video, but like in a typical like, more rock music video.
They plugged the guitar into the Marshall amp.
They plugged the guitar into the Marshall amp. Oh yeah, brother.
That guitar was on.
And they had a cat playing the drums. I mean, come on, that seems realistic to me.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, oh my god, it was like a dude with like a cat. There's like a dude with like a cat hat, like cat helmet. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you meant. Oh.
Not an actual cat. No actual cats were harmed.
Yeah,
they did have
an actual cat came to mind. I wish it was that guy in the mascot costume. You know what I'm talking about, playing the drum.
The guy from Japan that just does the like.
Yes. And he does the
red cat. Oh, I love that. Shout out to that dude. Yeah. Oh my god, he's the fucking goat. Alex said that we should add Patsu Bing. Or Pat Bing-su. Pat Bing-su.
Did you? Wait, what was it? What are the chances you included the absolutely goated track Pat Bing-su on this playlist? I really considered it, Alex.
Oh, is it not on here? We'll have to.
It's not on here.
Damn.
That would be an Alex song. That's definitely more bubblegum.
Oh, okay. It's so good. That's what happens when I hear.
It's an interesting one. That's an interesting one.
You know,
it wasn't like an official release, so I was like, okay, we can focus on something else.
Fair enough. Agando said we should watch the end. I guess we'll just go through all their names real fast. We'll just hit play.
Imagine if bands did this at the end of music videos. Flash pictures of their names.
So cute.
I'm learning.
The thing. The November band. Maybe Billie's the cat.
What?
It was reincarnated.
Oh wait, we got more. We have a little more apparently.
Oh, okay.
More lore.
A little more lore. Sorry, guys. I have a habit of clicking off early.
That's probably Billlie.
We missed it by a month, guys. We could have done this stream in November, and we would have been set. Damn.
For real.
Alex said maybe Billlie was just the friends we made along the way. Oh God, I don't even know why I read that, but I did it. Oh man. All right. Well.
I'm glad you
did. This next one, I don't even know what.
I know this song.
Is this? Oh, you know this one. All
yeah.
Right.
This is the one song I know of theirs.
Yeah, it came out pretty recently, right? Within the past couple months.
8 months ago, so March.
8 months.
Like this year.
This year.
This year has gone by too quickly.
I know.
So we talked about before we started. So
I feel like this is another title track.
This is another title. Okay, perfect. All right, let's get into this one then. I guess without further ado.
Yeah.
I like their little intros.
Yeah.
Oh.
something 휘어진 밤 두 눈에는 반짝이는 마음을 담고서 훔쳐봤어 Happy happy 가질 건 아무 남의 놀지 터진 않아서 말도 잡네 눈 열어서 꽉 안아줘도 Fall in love 이랬다가 또 저랬다가 세상에 단 하나 소중한 you 티키타카 우린 떠올릴 거야 Fall in love 바라놓아 날 보라 하루가 되는 우리야 날 거야 내게 와줄래요 차가운 세상에 단 한 뼘의 출근은 후 고된 하루 속에 밤 그 끝에서 느낄 거야 쉼 널 향해 손 뻗어 always oh yeah We bear fire 감정을 막아 터트려 like a firework 그리고 제가 반짝하고 사라질 찰나의 순간을 담아 You and I till we die Rhythm to clean in a club demos in my eyes 속에 rap big 거리거리는 날 바라봐 내게 쏟아진 기억의 조각은 you know we are connected tight
Ooh.
Is there also a post-credits here?
Yeah, there's more. Of course.
Yo,
Why wouldn't
Alex,
there be?
same. I thought they were saying falling for love. I never would have guessed flip-flop.
I would have also never guessed flip-flop. Oh.
Dead body moment.
I feel like there's a lot of problems. Like...
A lot of problems?
Yeah, I mean, like... I feel like sometimes,
in general,
like, I feel like there's just like a trope that is built off of like some K-pop like music videos where it's just like, yeah, like the one that comes to mind is the Red Velvet music video where they like basically killed off the pizza delivery guy driver. Like, I just think it's like interesting that the concept that like some groups choose is just to be like, well, I guess we killed someone. That's it. Hey,
this is our bit.
This is our
We're
bit.
committing to it. Our bit is dead people.
It's prevalent in a lot of K-pop groups. Most notably, I'd say BTS. But what? You guys don't know about that yet, so
no. All right, well, I'm gonna be finding out soon enough. I'm gonna be taking on that massive hill
at some point.
That's my Mount Everest is BTS. And then take on the BTS army too. But I love this song. This is peak Billlie to me. I'm about it.
This is peak? Oh,
I
really?
like this. This is peak. Yeah, I'm a big like, I don't know. It's just got this great kind of like city pop jazz kind of funk vibe to it that I really enjoyed. The vocal melodies on this song are really infectious. The rap was really good. I was kind of curious if whether or not they were going to actually include like some rap sections in this song, just because I didn't feel like on paper it looked like they were going to have it. But I appreciate kind of the energy of it, the way that they kind of harness that more like rap section and then completely flip the song a little bit after that. I thought was really cool. But yeah, I enjoyed this one a lot. I think this one's top runner for me, at least right now. So I'm not going to eat my words, but I enjoy this one a lot.
Yeah, I agree. I really like the rap on this one particularly, which was interesting because I found this a lot more bubblegummy than any of their other songs.
Sure, yeah.
I usually steer away from the cute concepts. I like the darker concepts. I like Ring X Ring. I like...
Sure.
But I did actually like this a little more than Ring My Bell. I don't know what it was. I think the Philip is so catchy and cute.
It is. Yeah, it is.
I can't deny it. I can't deny it. But yeah, this one's definitely a strange one to me. And I don't know if I ever checked out the full album on this, but I do like a lot more of their city pop songs. So
I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to give the rest of it a listen. Sierra, what's your thoughts?
So I heard the song and added it to my K-pop playlist very casually months ago, and for whatever reason, I just didn't like take time to learn more about the group. I just heard it, I was like, oh, this is cool. And I like sometimes like I hear stuff and I'm just like, this is cool, but it doesn't really like grip me, or like I'm not like it's not like at the top of my on repeat on Spotify for like 3 months. It's just like sometimes you just listen to K-pop passively because it's a vibe and
fair.
With that. So like that's why when we were like I learned we were covering this group tonight, I was really excited because I pretty much otherwise like knew nothing about them, and like watching the music video and like watching the performance actually endeared the song more to me, because before it was kind of just like, out of all the songs that we've heard so far tonight, I feel like this is the closest to what we stereotypically like imagine K-pop to sound like.
Sure. Agreed.
So you know, obviously like everything else we've seen tonight about the group, like it's, you know, like to me, like I've been able to like understand their identity way more. I feel like this song alone, like if I showed it to somebody to be like, yeah, this is Billlie, I don't think it would be enough. I think like I would have someone one of the other songs and then work their way to this. This song alone, I don't think is like the strongest representation of who they are, but it's certainly a really good song.
Yeah. I would agree. I this would probably be one of the last songs I think I would show if I like was to show someone Billlie. Like, I'll give a shout out to my sister. She like messaged me today and she was like, have you heard of the group The Stray Kids? And I was just like, you mean Stray Kids? And she was just like, yeah, have you checked them out? She was like, have you checked them out? And I said, yeah, I did 3 videos on them. 3 weeks. I took away 3 weeks of my life to do this. So I was like, I'm down for it. I love them. Shout out to Stray Kids. But I was like, I've been checked them out. So I told her to check out ATs next. So thanks on to recommendations from everyone.
We tend to do that as K-pop fans, I've noticed, is we always go towards the least K-pop sounding song. And I think it's just, you know, the trauma of people think they already know K-pop. So it's like you have to show them that like it's so variant. And I've heard like crazy stuff from people where they're like, oh my god, this sounds just like the last song you played, and it would be like The Rose versus like Twice. I'd be like, there's the most difference here. I don't understand what you're not hearing. And I think there's still a heavy bias in the general public listening to K-pop.
There so is. It's terrible.
Yeah, it is terrible.
Don't get me started.
Which I'm hoping to alleviate a little bit for most people that go to check out my stuff, because I think for me, like, what people naturally associate me with is like metal or like post-hardcore or anything alternative. So I think for me, it's like, it's a good way for me to become a little bit more varied in the type of music that I listen to. But I think also it makes me more well-rounded to kind of talk about other things that I'm like, oh, wow, I heard this in like, obviously they're not pulling from K-pop, but I've heard something similar to that effect. Maybe you'll like this group. So I think it's like, I think hopefully if people check this out and have been on the fence about K-pop music, I would hope that they sit down and just watch something through. And even I think the Billlie videos, I think arguably have been a little bit on the smaller scale, like in terms of how long our videos are. Because I understand people don't have time to sit down and watch like a 3-hour long YouTube video and then watch like another 2 videos that are like another 3 hours. That's crazy. But I think it's important that people find out about this in a more organic way than just being like, whatever song you hear on the radio. Because like I feel like that's not always a great representation of what there is. Like even Billlie, for example, I mean, we've gone through like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 different genres now at this point with each title track. So I think you're going to get a little whiplash. So I think it's a little bit easier on that end. So shout outs. Robo King says, hey, Sierra, shout out.
What's going on? Life is good.
What's good?
By.
Let's go.
Screaming in a tease. Wait, what?
Oh, yeah.
I'll do my
Yeah,
homework. I'll
that's true.
That's
time,
true.
That's true. Yeah, we did.
It's a song called
Gorilla.
Guer. Gorilla.
Yeah, like guerrilla warfare.
Okay,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and on that one, I did show it to my coworker who's a metalhead, and I was like, well, just check this out. And he gave me the most bullshit reaction. He was like, this isn't, like, I thought this was going to be metal, but this is just dark K-pop. I'm paraphrasing, but I was like so mad. I'm like, you're not listening.
No, I could see the parallels. So the effect of ATEEZ had its way with me. So I'll give it the seal of approval here. All right, let's get into some comics here. Crusoe said the song's a banger. Gondo says Shion being the new kid in school makes sense since she was added later to the group. That was a cool story bit. I like that. Alex said this is a Suwa era for me. Styling so good. And then Gondo says Moon Suwa is in the blonde hair. Harem was in the pink hair. We talked about the flip-flop thing. Peekaboo MV. Yeah, that was totally true.
That's probably what they were teasing at.
Yeah, that makes sense. Edru says Suwa is actually one of the best K-pop girl group rappers in his opinion. She's that good. I would definitely say she is good. I think I would have to give more listens to have my opinion on that.
I've heard a lot of
she was
girl
very
group
good,
rappers. Though. I wouldn't put her in the top 5, but she's doing really well, and I'm curious to see how she keeps going because she's still young. This is still like a rookie group in my mind, so I'm like, I'll see more as time goes on.
I have no room to talk. My favorite rapper is Dami from Dreamcatcher, so she's my lady.
Great one. Great
dying
choice.
on that ship. That's my lady. Edru says, hope you guys react to NCT someday. It will be a fun trip. We do plan.
NCT is crazy.
I feel like we do probably plan on doing that at some point. So we have others.
Considering that it's Alex and I making these playlists, it might take a while to get around to NC.
The NCT industrial complex.
There's like 5 different NCTs, isn't there? Yeah, they're a group.
They get drafted into different groups. Like my friend was trying to explain it to me last year. I still to this day like only have like a vague understanding of it.
I don't
get
it. Anytime someone's commented it.
Cool.
If you think about it, like NCT as a whole is a 22-member group that hardly ever performs together, and it just breaks up into different units constantly.
So are they like lesser numbers? Because I see NCT 127, so I can't assume they have 127 members. That'd be fucking crazy.
No,
that would be hilarious.
Less
that would
than
be awesome, though. It would be the actual army, the NCT army.
It's a literal army. Brandon, imagine if bands operated like that.
Oh, no. We wouldn't even have a show. It would just be the fucking band at the show. They wouldn't even have room to play. It would just be a unit of people just standing next to each other. The feedback would be, you know who I feel the most bad for? The fucking sound person that has to mic up 127 people.
And they all have in-ears.
And they all have
I mean, what is
can we backline this?
There's groups that have a lot of members, and it kind of, I mean, it's a unit.
Yeah.
Yo, can we borrow the backline for this? I couldn't. Anyway, please, bands, don't actually do that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. If I see that, that would be the one with sales at his show I will not go to. Especially if I know. Yeah, 127. 127 of your closest friends. Oh my god. We're having too much fun here. Edru says NCD Industrial Complex actually fits them. I would agree. Urtron says not yet, they don't. There's 9 in 127, I believe, which is what Gonda says. And then Edru says 127 is the latitude of Seoul. Yeah.
I love that.
That's actually really cool. Not 127 member. Thank you for clarifying that. Alex said 100 of them are Mark Lee. Crusoe says LOL. Gondo says AKB 48 has like 600 or something. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And then Robo King says, I'll see what sales ahead. Regardless.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I will, to preface, I will also see Will Sales ahead regardless, but that would be an interesting show to happen for sure. Anyway, we're going to move on to the next Billlie track, which is
the next one.
Enchanted Night.
Yeah. Let me remember. Oh, this was one of the B-sides. So I did listen to this whole album because otherwise I wouldn't have added this. So yeah, this is a B-side on the same album as Inoya.
Okay. Inoya. All right. Cool. All right. Enchanted Night. Let's see if this is going to be a chill one. Ooh. This bass is incredible.
Yeah.
I was gonna say this.
The white nights I can't define. It's weird, am I right? You are dreaming the white lady. 일렁이는 밤 오늘이 밤이 내일의 밤까지 이어지게 빛나는 지친 feeling chilling. 난 믿어가는 그대로. We just walking, talking, we don't need you. 달빛 아래 시작되는 runway. Hey DJ, 저 꽉 찬 달에 baby scratch up.
Ooh.
Enchanted night, tonight. Like a white night. Enchanted night, I can't define. It's weird, am I right? You are dreaming the white lady. Enchanted night, 일렁이는 밤. 오늘이 밤이 내일의 밤까지 이어지게 빛나는 지친 feeling chilling. Yesterday, the day 속에 있던 dreamer Billlie. I can see them anymore, anything really by the way. To far away, the bed it ooze. As I feel in attention, the sound of night maybe it's a revelation. The sound of a pipe, what if it's not a pipe?
Oh.
The sound of a pipe. What if it's not a pipe?
That ending was a
what
flex.
Else could it be? Yeah, I like that.
That was hard.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Jared. Shoot.
Yeah, let your feelings show.
Yeah,
the
let us.
Driven production was very cool and fun. Very like old Casio vibe. Like you said, Brandon, the bass, the driving bass.
So sick.
God, this group gets to just do so many fun. They get to sing on so many fun songs. Like,
yeah.
I will after this probably like look production credits because I wonder if they've just worked with like a million different people or if it's like the same team being like, we're just gonna throw different things.
They're just throwing things at the wall.
Can confirm. Yeah. The last three, because I keep looking at the production credits, but there's no like particular one person. There's a lot of different people working with them.
That's great.
Awesome.
Yeah, keeps it fun. Did you have anything else to add, Sierra?
Nah, they're just such. I feel like I and like correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm getting the vibe that like Billie's kind of like the underdogs in the scene right now.
Ooh,
And I don't
yeah.
know why they're not bigger. Like these, because they've like sang over so many different genres. It really speaks to their versatility as artists. I don't get why I haven't heard more about them.
Well, to be fair, a lot of K-pop stans do know about Billlie. They just, like you, like they saved one song and they haven't looked into them much.
For sure, yeah.
So it's kind of the same because they have such various genres. They'll grab people with one or two songs, but they might not feel the desire to look into the whole discography. Whereas with someone like New Jeans, like all of their discography sounds cohesive, so it's a lot easier to grab people on that train.
Right.
I wouldn't disagree with you on that one. Yeah. I like this one a lot. I feel like that goes without saying. I feel like most people can kind of
good.
I think most people can pick out what I am going to like or what I'm not going to like. I make it pretty evident. But that's what was great. I love the like call and response in the chorus between I believe it was one of their rappers and
Moonsua, yeah.
Moonsua. I think she might be my bias, honestly. But
that's fair.
But I feel like the contrast of that was just so nice, and then the instrumentation of the song was so sick, as well. Just really groovy, really like synth laden. I think it had like a really cool, like etherealness to it that I really enjoyed. And I think if the rest of this album specifically has, or mini album has similar sounds to this, I'm probably gonna enjoy this a ton, and I'm gonna deep dive into this later. But I think it kind of is representative of groups that I've been listening to, or at least solo artists I've been listening to a lot recently. So I haven't been able to put down the new like Taeyeon record that she put out.
Oh, nice.
That is so good. That's probably going to be one of my favorites this year. And then I've been on a big Chungha kick again. I love her stuff. So I feel like she is like, I can't stop listening to her music. So I feel like this is kind of somebody that I would throw on to the same playlist. I feel like I would throw this type of Billlie music onto like that sort of playlist if I was to kind of put them in a little bit more of a box. But yeah, I gotta agree with Sierra. Like if you were there from like debut till now, it's like night and day. It's like kind of crazy how versatile they are. So I love that.
Yeah.
Therese, what you got?
I think we also missed it in the comments, but Alex pointed out another good B-side called Be Rave, like B''rave, a song for Matilda. Okay. That's another really good one. But yeah, I do like this side of Billlie a lot more. I mean, I still loved the disjointedness of Ring X Ring. I think that's still my favorite title track they've had.
Sure.
But I think these sounds are very good for their vocals, and especially like adding in the production of that bass and all of the like very crisp instruments that they choose for these. It's very nice to listen to in a more subdued environment.
I agree. Get into some comments here. Eru says, "Woo, Enchanted Night, love this song, good selection." Alex said good selection. Robo King says, "Hey, vibing with this one, flame emoji, 10 out of 10. Love that." Gondo says, "Listen to this more than the title track." Robo said, "I'm adding this to my music playlist. Let's go." Eru says, "That song is tasty." Gondo, they're not huge. I don't think they're unpopular in terms of new girl groups, but it's a saturated market, so that would make sense. I'm not going to read Alex's comment before this one. I sent you a practice vid if you feel like checking it out. And then Eru says, is basically almost Billlie is almost a mid-tier group under a subsidiary of SM. What that means is they have SM level production, but they don't like as much marketing, or that would make sense. So they're not as well known, I guess, marketing wise, or they don't have the pool of money that I feel like a lot of SM artists have, but people obviously know about them and care about checking them out. So I think they just kind of are like in that really weird gray area of like, we have SM money, but we don't have SM money. That's if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Is Mystic Story an imprint of SM the way that Adore is like an imprint under Hybe?
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Interesting.
SM acts like they almost don't exist.
Oh God, that's rough.
Everyone's got their favorite babies.
Yeah, the new goos, baby. Love the new goos. I don't know if they're considered new goo anymore, but
yeah, I guess I don't know.
Is there another tier? Is there a tier above new goo? That's what I need to know, because then I'll call it.
That's mid tier.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
God says same.
There's
label
the big four, mid tier, and then Nugu.
Okay. God says same as New Jeans label. Edry says kind of the difference is SM is a lot more low key with promoting their subsidiaries, and then Alex said not comparatively. So okay, that makes sense.
Okay. So like different approaches to, it's this just like poses so many more questions. Industry stuff is so interesting.
Industry stuff, yeah. I would love to. Yeah. I don't know if anybody would be interested in doing like. I would love to know like the business end of things for like K-pop groups, how they like, how they do all of their things. I don't know, maybe that's just me because I've been in like the alternative music scene for a while, so it's like I kind of understand where things are at in terms of like the chain of command and stuff, but I feel like K-pop is just like, oh yeah, so we have like this really big tower that you have to climb, and that's SM, like Hybe, those are all like the big ones, and then we have like smaller towers, and we have like actual towers, and then we have like castle level towers that like are kind of big, and you still need somebody to get you up to that point. And then you have like people that are just like, these are the peasants. These are the new goo groups that are at the bottom. Like they're like biting to climb up the tower.
There's definitely some interesting case studies. Specifically, if anyone wants to look into the drama with 50/50, a lot of people have broken down the business deals around that group.
Oh shit! Okay.
It's interesting, but it's different from company to company, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And there's definitely got to be a cultural difference with Korean companies versus American companies. And then Korean companies trying to make companies in America, and that's really complicated. So, yeah.
If we want to if we get more nerdy, I was just going to say, if we want to get more nerdy, well, maybe I'll try to go and do a stream or something. I think that would be interesting.
I think we'd need like an actual business consultant.
We could we'll hit up. Well, yeah. Let me just call up SM right now. Yeah.
No, like because like I always like that's another thing I appreciate about K-pop is that like sometimes labels are very experimental with the way that they debut groups, and I always like to like kind of like look at like how did they do the rollout, like what did they do differently, and like to your point about like how like K-pop industry is like so different from like the alternative like music industry.
Yeah, it is.
Because like I like wondered for so long if there were like DIY K-pop groups that rose to popularity the way that sometimes like American or Western artists break out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know that Mamamoo was apparently like a DIY group. Like they would busk in the streets as a unit if I read correctly.
Wow.
Yeah. And then rose to popularity, but like I don't hear about that otherwise, or like I haven't learned.
Have you guys ever visited like Japan and Korea?
I've been to Korea.
Okay.
It was a long time
ago. Did you notice any
No,
DIY?
I did not.
Okay.
Nope. I was also like I don't know, like 11 or 12, so it's been quite a bit ago.
I frequent Japan because I have family that lives on the other side of the world, so that's a common pit stop. And there are a lot of like DIY idols and people that are promoting themselves on the streets that are like, hey, listen to us, we're called this, and they'll do like their little like call and response. And some people are really into it. Like they generally create a pretty big crowd. And I'm sure that there's a lot of groups that started that way that ended up pretty big, at least in Japan. Korea's a different market. I don't even I don't understand.
We're not gonna tap into that one. That one seems like a rabbit hole we don't have enough time to jump into. But no.
And I was gonna mention also there's competition shows that help people get more exposure. So a lot of people will be busking and busking for a while up until they join a competition show and then they get scouted. But that's really more on like a person by person basis. I don't know about a lot of bands that have done that other than Lucy, but we'll get into that eventually.
Lucy, I think we're planning on getting into them soon. Therese says, yeah, Billlie is above Nugu. IDK is mid-tier, but not Nugu. Alex said they're mid-tier compared to Pixie, Craxy, Mimi Rose, etc. Closest in popularity to Purple Kiss. Okay, that makes sense. I love Purple Kiss. Shoutouts. Nugu means who, since people in Korea know they exist, they're above Nugu. Similar to Weekly or PK, probably mid-tier.
I love Weekly.
We haven't gotten into Weekly yet, so we have so many groups. Every time we talk, I feel like we open up the rabbit hole to be like, yeah, so we actually haven't talked about any of these groups. SM promotes aespa, who debuted the year before. I've debuted the same week as Billlie, and they've got more hype. Blah blah blah.
Why would they? Wait, so is IVE also on SM? I'm not sure.
No,
okay.
IVE is under Starship.
Oh, okay. It so happened that like those two groups debuted the same.
They just they just happened to debut at the same time.
Yeah.
And then Ghana says Mama Boo's from RBW, who was a small company, and now they're mid-tier. They own WM and DSP Media now because of the Mamamoo money. Therese says Xion almost got into Kepler 1, which is another group we plan on talking about at some point, through a competition show, and now she's here. Alex is not too uncommon for debut groups to busk as well. For the groups, they are super Nugu.
That's what BTS was before they were BTS. They would essentially do busking or like birthday parties.
Just imagine seeing that. Just imagine pulling up.
Too. Like that's so cool. I think that makes them more awesome. Like
that's kind of like it. I think the underdog story does help people rise up, and hopefully that'll happen with Billlie. But yeah, a lot of groups have bust, or they'll busk just for the vibe. Oh, I'm in Paris. I want to busk in the streets.
Yeah. The energy. Yeah. I mean, I agree. I also agree with Sierra. Like, I think it gives you more, like, it's like the similar stance to like when I see like local bands like blow up. Like, it's like, oh man, I used to see this band like play local shows, and now they're playing like fucking massive tours or something. It's like, it's such a cool experience.
There was like a live performance of BTS in America before they got popular, when they were like just debuted, and people that have like, they were handing out signed copies of their albums because they wanted to get popular in America, and people that actually have those albums, they're set.
I know, right? If they wanted to,
they're set. Yeah,
that's a mortgage.
Offload that. Yeah, that is.
But I would keep that forever. Yeah, I was just so curious as to like how common the DIY artist was in like the idol like context. That stuff is always
Alex also said look at Brave Girls. I'm not familiar with them either, so
they're a very interesting one.
Okay,
for sure.
All right, well, I think we're gonna move on to the next one because we went on a complete side tangent, but it's all right. I love it. Okay, so BYOB.
If I remember correctly, I think this was meant to be a Western release, or maybe I'm just thinking that based on the song, the makeup of the song.
The thumbnail's great.
Okay, they do have an English version of this song, but I don't think it was meant to be a Western release. Okay.
All right, this says BYOB, bring your own best friend. All right, well, whatever that means. That's implying I have friends. It's crazy.
Oh, pre-release. Okay.
Aw.
Cute. Very cute.
Man, that's a good drawing on a cake. I'll tell you what. They really nailed out that Billlie logo really well. All right.
Okay, so I do have to bring up you notice there's 5 members this time. There's a very sad instance in the past year. Moonsua, who I mentioned, her brother Moonbin, he passed away recently. So she was on hiatus. I think she's still on hiatus, but she's dealing with her grief, so not a part of this particular release, but in our hearts, of course.
That's sad. I'm a big shout out to Moonsua. Love her. I think this song was solid. I think the terminology we often use here doing the K-pop stuff, I think it's inoffensible. I don't think there was anything particularly like jaw-dropping about the song, but I don't think there was anything really particularly bad. The melodies were really sick. I enjoyed kind of like the more, again, melodic tendencies of this song. Definitely has more, I would say, more of the previous album sound. I would say kind of like a little bit more of that within this song, but wasn't too bad. I thought this was pretty solid, so I enjoyed it.
Oh, correction. Also, I forgot. Suyeon is also on hiatus for health reasons. So two members gone. But yeah, I agree. Inoffensible would be the word. It's a good song. I don't have any problems with it. I think, I'm just not in the mood for something like this. And I will point out that in a lot of Korean releases, you'll notice there's very much a season assigned to them. And this is very much a fall song. Like,
for sure.
1000%.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I'm not big on fall. It's not my favorite season. Y'all can come at me with your PSLs. I don't care. But it fits the vibe of that, and it's a bit nostalgic or reflective. There were a couple like instruments in the back that I liked. I don't know what to call the sound. It's like meow in the back, like meow.
I would have to hear it again.
It's probably like some sort of like synth or like
like a synth sound.
Oh, for sure.
But I think they were trying to make it a little more nostalgic than they needed to. I liked the strings a lot more when they brought those in at the end. The strings were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Sierra?
but I still like the
When I hear this song, I will fondly remember. I will look for it.
We'll look for it. Yeah. What's your thoughts here?
It's like you said, Therese is very like nostalgic. I love that about this song. It's very like, it sounds and feels very romantic when it's like, it's a song about like chilling with your friends. It's like a leave your boyfriend in the crate at home, come hang type song. And I love that. Like, I love songs like that. like we should romanticize the love we have for our friends. I think this is a song that does just that. Yeah, it's just very lovely, and like the strings are beautiful. It's nice, right? Like we don't always need club bangers from K-pop artists. It's just like I like songs like this. I like when it's all like warm and fuzzy, introspective feeling. It was a very lovely song. It evoked very heartwarming emotions for me.
Nice.
I would agree with that. I would also kind of put it in the same sort of category of like when we listened to, I believe it was G-Idol, we did, I think it's their most current track, Like I Do, I think is the song. I think it's kind of in the same, I think it's kind of in the same category as that, which is like that real like nostalgic, like vibey sort of song. And I think this one kind of gives me that sort of energy. So I like it. I think this was, again, if I was to kind of like break off Billlie into different like genre categories, I think this would go on like a nice like chill playlist, you know, with some of like more of the more melancholic sort of songs that I feel like we've listened to over doing this for, I don't know, like 7 months now at this point. So I probably would throw that in like a playlist like that, where like if I was going to go to bed, I'd be like putting this on, gonna get some good Z's, you know. So this is a good one. But I think we're gonna move on to the last one, which is, I believe this is a title track, and this one is called Dang.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. In all caps. I love that they really wanted to let you know, and that their favorite Disney movie is Hocus Pocus. So.
Oh, right.
So let's get into this one, I guess.
Looking at you, looking at me 왠지 좀 묘한 이 느낌 싫지 않은 기시감 또 긴가민가 해 Think about you, think about me 어떤 게 진짜 나인지 머릿속엔 question mark 결혼까지 있을게 baby say F4D, BOJ 난 진짜 몰라 What am I, who am I Damn Focus, focus again 대체 who I am But I'm feeling funny Don't know what to say Focus, focus, get it 대체 what I am Do I look so funny You know what I'm saying Watch myself 그 모든 게 나인 건데 고민이 와이와이 현실과 비싸해 끊임없는 미로 같아 내 안에 purple color 그 위로 핀 nolan blue 하나 돼 for each other louder 그게 전부 나라고 F4D, BOJ 중요치 않아 What am I, who am I Damn Focus, focus again 대체 who I am But I'm feeling funny Don't know what to say Hocus pocus get it 대체 what I am Do I look so funny You know what I'm saying Watch myself Let me show ya 제멋대로 해석해 by right Come get on my side 모든 나야 알고 있잖아 Can you feel this vibe Loving the vibe Focus, focus again I know who I am But I'm feeling funny Don't know what to say Focus, focus, get it I know what I am 누가 모르시네 I just found myself Somebody
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, they're gonna need to change the name of Dang Hocus Pocus to Damn Hocus Pocus. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Yeah, they did. I did notice
Did they say damn?
They say damn.
Yeah.
They should just commit. They should just change the title. Commit. You already said it in the song.
They can't. They gotta be PC, you know? They gotta drag in they gotta be like, oh, cool, they said dang, that's good. And then you hear the song, you're like, damn, and you're like, ah, oh, fuck. And then you just start cursing. That's it. That's when it's going down the rabbit hole. I enjoyed this one a lot. This one was a great one. I think the vibes are on point. I think this is what, I know we touched on it earlier, but like this is what I feel like people would automatically assume this is like K-pop. Like this is like the type of sound that you'd be like, yeah, like if you like took a microphone and went to anybody on the street and you're like, what's K-pop sound like? And then you played this song, you're like, that's it. That's what they sound like. They sound like this. And that would be it. But I like it. Really fun. I love the way the music video was shot. I think whoever did their MV for this one, kudos. Like some of the edits were really clean. Some of the way that like they had like the I love the like individual shots where they like kind of got a little bit of motion blur on that, like closer to the end of this music video. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, the song was great, really fun, really peppy. The rap part was really fun too, which I wasn't, again, really expecting with that sort of this song, but I like that. I also really appreciated the like stops that they did for like where they like just I don't know if it was the pre-chorus or maybe it was the chorus, but the like where they basically had the music stop and then like they kind of like hit like a flat like stop go and then they hit you with like the main chorus line. I thought that was really cool. So those were kind of my main takeaways from the song. I enjoyed it. It's good. Good vibes.
Okay. I definitely have not heard this or seen this before. I must not be caught up. As soon as it started, I was like, this doesn't sound familiar. Wait a second.
I listened to all of this. Yeah.
I thought I knew Billlie. This is not my favorite from them. I'd say this is very much like the most SM sounding song that they've made. Like it sounds like something Red Velvet has done or something NCT has done.
That's
but
fair.
It's not a bad song. I like the different like effects they would add to the voice or like compressing them differently. That was interesting. I liked a lot of the sort of ad-libs, I guess, inside the composition.
Yeah. I would agree.
But I don't know if I'm gonna listen to this one much. It's very much like
it's there.
It's
a
there.
little too. It's just there.
Yeah, because I can't even say it's that disjointed or that it's like too much one thing or too much the other. I think it's just very like middle ground for me. There's not much for me to grab onto.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I feel the exact same way. Definitely not a bad song by any stretch of the imagination. But what made it for me was the video concept and the cinematography. Like that, watching that like with the song like made it interesting for me. I did appreciate the self-referential lyric though, the Ginga Minga Yo reference in the beginning.
Yeah, that was cool.
Love that stuff. Love stuff like that. And someone in chat pointed out the MBTI reference. That's so big over there. I forget what mine is. I like learned it like just passively like years ago and never thought about it again. But over there, it's like such a
it's a huge cultural sweep. Like you know everyone's blood type, you know everyone's like star sign, I guess, and you know their MBTI. That's how you introduce yourself on AIM, I assume.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But yeah, like not a bad song. Just I will not like be obsessively streaming this out of all the ones you've heard. But that's okay.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was interesting. I'm curious because this is the most current one. This came out a month ago, so I'm curious if whether or not they're gonna have like an album or like a mini album or something. I don't know if this is a part of somebody checking on me.
This itself is an album or a single. It's a single, but it has 4 4 songs, but 2 of them are English versions. So Dang and BYOB. So that's this current release. Is there going to be another one, guys? Are we going to have more?
Are we getting another one?
Or I guess it makes sense that this is a smaller release because there's only 5 of them. Like they want to wait until the whole group's here.
The homies are back. Yeah, the squad's together. Yeah, it was good.
But I think it was solid. I like that they went back to the more whimsical sound with a bit of the children's tones. The nursery rhymes.
Nice callback for sure.
It was a good callback. I will also say, I don't point this out a lot in the MVs, but I like the way they were styled in this music video. I think the outfit choices.
The fits were very solid.
The fits were on point. I enjoyed them a lot actually. So especially like that first set of fits, like the more like British, like kind of like more like classical wear. I appreciate that.
Like private school.
And if
private school,
if someone can point out who the vocalist was in the bridge, we were all like, "Ooh!"
Yeah, we all basically went, "Oh yeah."
Tone.
We were all like, "Yep, that's it. That's what we like. We like those things." So.
Ooh.
Yeah, God, no, I noticed that too. She's about to like fucking. Sorry, dropped an F-bomb. She's about to go.
You could say whatever you want. I've been saying fuck all night.
I know you upload these to YouTube. I didn't want to.
We get they get demonetized immediately, so we don't make money from any of these things. So you could have just cursed up a storm.
Wow, can you believe?
I'm impressed you didn't curse
right,
throughout.
You know me.
I know you, Sierra.
I let it rip.
You let it rock. Yeah.
Yeah, she is like a newsboy. Like type.
I was gonna say with that, with like the hat. Yeah.
To my door.
And we got confirmation the vocalist was Haram, so I officially have a bias.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Do you have a bias, Sierra?
I'm still figuring it out.
Oh.
I need more time. I need to watch some stages. That's how I like.
That's how you know.
That's fair. Fair. I think mine are the rappers, whoever their group rappers are. So I think those are mine. I got to go back to the trope. I feel But
find your foothold.
Hey, listen, I broke off for the boys groups. I've been involving. So Moonsua and Siyun are the rapper. Yeah. All right, well, those are locking them in. Those are mine. But I enjoyed it. I think Billlie was a very fun ride. I'm curious to go back to that one album that had Eunoia and Enchanted Night. I think that one I'm gonna definitely go back to. That one seems like right up my alley. So gonna have to go give that one a listen.
Nice.
But yeah, I think that might be it for everything. Did Alex send us the fan cam of the?
He did.
If you want to throw it into the playlist, we'll watch it real fast. I'm curious.
Okay,
might as well. Unless Sierra has to go, then we'll.
No, I got time for a fan cam. Let's go.
Okay, we might as well. We talked it. We talked it up for a bit, so I feel like we got to do it.
All right, it is added.
All right, let's rock. All right, let's see how crazy this shit is after this loads. All right, cool.
And I'd say we could probably stop it after like the first chorus if you wanted to. Those pigtails, man.
Holy shit, yeah. I don't know how your neck doesn't fucking hurt.
I've noticed that with a lot of new K-pop groups, they'll put one member in pigtails and that member will pop off. They did it with ITZY, with Yeji.
That's true. The zoom-ins. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It doesn't look bad on her at all by any stretch of the imagination, but it's interesting to me that they put her in like a Little House on the Prairie type dress.
Yeah, the dress.
Everyone else is like in modern clothing.
Oh. That's why I'm curious. I'm like, they knew what they were doing, or it's story related. It's one or the other.
Yeah. Oh.
The wings.
The wings.
Oh my god. I'm trying to learn how to wink. They make it look so easy. K-pop idol.
This is crazy.
She's just on every single second.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I honestly think it's the jump from like the real happy face to like the complete like muted like no like facial expression is what gets me the most. I think that's what's like what the fuck like.
So this is like an entire talent in K-pop, and I think they call it like the face or like face or charm. It's basically just charm, like getting people to like pay attention to you on stage while many other people are singing. And I mean, she's the best. She needs to teach a class.
Sure, yeah. We got to get her on like we're gonna have to get her on like master class. You know, like Gordon Ramsay teaches like his thing. They should just get a K-pop like idol to do like this is how you make some of the best K-pop faces. And then they're like,
yeah.
And now she's hired for like variety shows and like talk shows in Korea. So like. It's crazy that the smallest little things can get you that far.
I mean, respect. I'll give it to her.
I know that is a skill, and she is a prodigy.
I feel like it would be funny if one time I do a live on Twitch and find like the craziest like face cams. I feel like that'd be pretty wild.
If I'm free, we can sit here all night and watch fan cam.
Let's do it.
Finally,
let's do it. Let's do it, Sierra. Let's do it.
Fan cam stream.
Rock. The fan cam stream. If you guys want, if you guys want to see it happen, I feel like you got
drop your favorite fan cams in the comments.
Yeah, drop them in the comments. Well, I feel like I have to hit I'd have to hit a sub milestone. I feel is when we would have to do it. So we're at. Let me see. I want to just play it out for the bit while you guys are here. So I think right now I'm at 3,381 subs. I think if we can get to 5,000, I'll do it. I think that is a feasible.
That's doable.
I think that is very doable. So if you can get me to 5K, we'll do it. 100%. I'll bet my life on it. You know.
I feel like I don't know any fan cams. The one I remember hearing a lot of was Subin with Dolphin with Arin from Oh My Girl. I might just be speaking Greek to these guys, but you guys in the comments know.
We looked at you like straight face.
Honey, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Alex has a list though, so that's impressive. I feel like we might have to do it. Well, I think
my favorite is the ending fairy moments for me. I'll watch just a compilation of those. They're so funny, especially the older groups that don't give a shit.
Well, we do plan on doing a lot. We plan on doing a live stage video. So we will. I think the plan will be is if we can we'll do the fan cams and live stage. I think that would probably be interesting to see what would happen with those videos. So I think those are the ones that we plan on doing at some point. But if we can get to 5K, I think would incentivize us more to do it. So let's do it. But yeah, I think that's all of our time for Billlie. If you joined us for Billlie, thank you. If you want to give us a follow so you can see more K-pop stuff, come hang out. If you are free, come hang. We love doing this shit. So please come hang out. The next one we're doing Wednesday. I think are we doing GOT7 Part 3?
GOT7!
Oh, yeah, let's go. All right, well, we're finally getting to the end of GOT7, which I'm a little sad about because I've been really enjoying my time with GOT7, but that will be another 2 hours, so I'll have to sink my teeth into, so we're going to have to do it. So, and then we're taking a little break, and then we'll be back for, maybe we'll do one in between Christmas and New Year's. I don't know. We'll find out, but we'll try. If we can, we'll do it. Maybe Alex will make a reoccurring guest appearance back on the show again. You know, Santa's
Alex always has a seat.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. I love Alex. So, he's the one who, he's the one who enforced us to do this. So, it's great. I love Alex.
And I think he expressed interest in TXT. I know we also. He's mad.
You're fine. You're kidding. No. I'm just kidding.
We also expressed a desire to check out the end of the year stages, which I already have a playlist for. If we're allowed to react to them, YouTube.
We're going to find out. We'll test run it. But
won't be much of a video if you can't see the stages with us, but
we'll just do face cams of us.
Yeah, Suki face cams.
It'll be the Brandon, Therese, and Alex fan cams.
Watching the
that no one asked for. Yeah, 18. Yeah, just do one of those. So, if you like this, thank you for joining us. I do want to give a plug to Sierra and her band With Sales Ahead. Go check them out. They're great. I'll leave links in the description to go give them a follow. Also, they released a new song called Darting Eyes. You may have seen it on my channel. So, if you want to go check that out and you want to go give it a listen, I'm sure Sierra would really appreciate it. She will be coming back on, I'm sure, at some point. So, don't regret it. So it's
Darting
awesome.
Eyes is actually a tribute to Suki fan cam. So
yeah,
exactly. It is. Yeah, it's the types of looks. Yeah, it's the types of looks that Suki
if you like
gives.
Suki, you should check it out.
Yeah,
I do it all for Suki. One day she's the blueprint, and one day I aspire to be even 1% of her star power.
If you do that at a show, I might throw up.
That's a great. I will look like I'm having an aneurysm.
I would be like, do you need help? We need to rush you to the hospital. So anyway, go check out Sierra's band. It was great. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe. As I said, get us to 5K. We'll do fan cams. We'll do everything. I don't know, live stages, all that shit. So come hang out. Would love to see you. And huge thanks to Therese and Sierra for coming on tonight. It was great time.
Thanks for having me, guys. This is awesome.
All right.